I said, oh, I want to be like that. And now I think it's my duty, what I know, to pass it on to the young singers today. And so today what they do, young singers, they listen to recording and they learn sometime from recording. It's what they do. They only copy, they imitate. Oh, Scotto sang Lucia like that. Okay, if she did it, let's do it, because she did it, it was right. I don't think it's right. The right thing to do is to look the score, read book about, read what the singers at that time they were doing, then go to the score. You go to the score and composers write everything. Everything is written there. Sometimes you see 1P, sometimes the 3P, sometimes the 5P, like means pianissimo, issimo, 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 like Verdi write in the Verdi Requiem on the last B flat, alone, a cappella with chorus, very difficult. And Verdi put down 5P. How much can be pianissimo of 5P? You know, but then it's up to you as an interpreter to understand how much piano is 5 pianos. And this, I think, is the most beautiful, great joy. Go on stage and be able to create. No? We are interpreter, but creating something. I think we're going to grade. This is already some Parmigiano Reggiano. But we're going to add the pecorino sardo. I always add two walnuts, because they give a little different flavor. Let's say like this. Then
Pignoli, pine
nuts. Just a bunch like this.
Not bunch like that.
Much,
we go.
Careful that you don't splash outside. And here you're squeezing the juice out of the basil, and yeah. And with the cheese and everything. You can also go this way, huh?
You think about all your enemies. All the colleagues who've given you strife.
No,
yes.
I don't have colleagues that are bad. I don't. Oil.
Just by looking?
Just by looking.
Okay.
Until you get a smooth, I would put some more cheese. See?
Look,
we could have, yeah.
That is exquisite.
Yeah. Smell?
Smell.
Yeah.
Perfetto.
Okay. Good smell.
Great.
And then we have to cook the pasta.
Cook the pasta.
Okay.
When did you realize the importance of your singing technique?
I begin, see, if we're going back when I began to study, for 3 years, yes, I was singing Traviata, yes, I was singing even Butterfly, too young for that kind of role, but my technique was not so good. And I got in trouble. In 2 years, so I made my debut 18. By the time I was 20, I was in trouble. I couldn't reach top very well. My agility was not so secure. So I said, Renata, you must find a better teacher. So I was so lucky. At that time, I was singing with Alfredo Kraus, and he said, why don't you come to my teacher? She's fantastic. I said, okay. So I went to Mercedes Leopard, and she said, okay, I know what is it. You have to stop singing for 6 months, and I'll put you in best shape. But I was 20, so, you know, when you're
you
that
figured
young.
You weren't going to lose very much.
Right, so in 6 months, she gave me the right technique to control the breath, and to be able to do all sorts of scale and agility, coloratura, up and down. I discovered that technique, and from that moment on, I understood that my life was going to be different. My career, actually, not my life, my career.
Renata's career has been anchored by the great love of her life, her 40-year marriage to conductor Lorenzo Anselmi, by her family, and by the church.
Need before performance to get myself together, to pray. I come in this church and I found really a moment of relax and be surrounded by love, which I think is the most important thing. I was very happy.
We've traveled a very long way from the trembling Renata as she stepped on stage for her first Traviata. Was there a symbol for that night that remains in your memory?
Yeah, the opening of the curtain, of course, because at that moment I said, Renata, you are alone. You are alone in front of an audience. They listen to you. And there was empty stage, all by myself. The curtain was open. Oh my God, this is La Scala from this side. And I'm going to sing here. Unbelievable. I still remember that moment. And I did the audition, they took me. 19 years old girl at La Scala.
Animale di palco.
Animale di palcoscenico, right.
Marvelous. Very theatrical.
Very theatrical, of course.
Right?
Yes.
Bravo.
Così. Now you need a glass of wine, no? This is I like to drink white wine with this kind of sauce because it's all green and red would bother my eyes. So I go with Ligurian wine, Pigato. Pigato is the name of this kind
wonderful
of wine.
Colour.
So very, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
This is your glass.
Grazie.
Tell me quando.
Basta.
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 Here we go. Ah, can't wait. So it's the good life here, really, Renata?
Yeah, you know, I'm really very happy when I'm in my region, in Italy.
As a child, she would sing on her mother's balcony for candy and sweets thrown by admiring neighbors. At her peak, she would conquer the world's great stages and spend a life heaped in roses.